would, tell the people about Tuskegee Heirs.
So Tuskegee Heirs, I usually have my props ready. There it is. Tuskegee Heirs, futuristic sci-fi. It takes place 80 years from now. And you have 5 teenage pilots that are learning to fly at a time when man piloting has been outlawed. So they're kind of under the radar. And they get these jets that are going to turn into mechs. And they'll be like the strongest line of defense against this machine army that's trying to take over the world. So how that started, Marcus and I, Marcus Williams, me and him, we've been, working together and been friends probably for over 20 years now. And it all started with this book here. I was looking for an artist to do this comic. This is very old and tattered. But I was looking for an artist to do this comic, and my friend brought Marcus by my house after like 6 months of searching. And we was like, yes, this is the guy. So, but that's a whole different story. So with Tuskegee, I think I was doing a children's book signing in Stonecrest Mall, which is in Lithonia, outside of Atlanta. And an elderly gentleman came up, and he was looking at all this stuff because, I got the children's books. Marcus has some of his art, like posters and everything. And he's looking at everything, and he's like, y'all need to have some aviation stuff up here. And so we're like, and he was like, yeah, people need to understand our history with aviation. And he just starts going into this thing. And I think Marcus and I, we could feel our brains charging up. So Marcus was like, I thought about drawing, because he used to do this thing where he would draw all the, not all, but a lot of the superheroes as kids. And so he was like, I was thinking about drawing some young Tuskegee Airmen. And I was like, we should write that up. And so, we're going. It was so funny because we actually were working on a couple of things that we were trying to pitch for animation. And this one just came out of nowhere. So it just so happened to be right at the Thanksgiving break. And so, I was a single father at the time, and Marcus was too. So he sent his kids to his mom's house. I sent my daughter, to the in-laws' house. My son was like, I'm staying. And so we just sat there, man. We were sitting on the floor, and it was 2 little kids coming up with this stuff, and he's drawing, and I'm writing and world building, and we're talking back and forth to each other. And then we take breaks and play a little Grand Theft Auto, and then get back to the, to the story. And back then what we would do is we had really small followings on Facebook, whatever. But what we would do is whenever we'd have an idea, we would just post the art or something just to see, what the reaction would be. And so Marcus drew, I wish I had it. He did this pencil sketch on gray paper of what turned out to be the back cover for the book, for the first book. And people just automatically, we didn't write a lot about it. We were just look at this thing. Mm-hmm. And people just it went crazy. That was when you could
it's is it the
no, well, that's
no. It's this is the it's the first 3 books together, but
trade. I'll probably have it somewhere. But yeah, that was when you could go viral on accident. Where people would just share, could just share your stuff, and it just went crazy. And it was people started screaming, take my money. I want this. I need this. And they're going crazy. And so we're all right, I think people like it. Next steps.